Hi everybody, my name is Hannah and this is my channel Ladybug Stitches. Today is July 17th and this is Flosstube number 11. I want to say first of all, thank you all so much for clicking on my video. I've had a surge in subscribers lately and I am so appreciative of it, so thank you all so much for supporting me. It means so much to me, it really does. And I am going to get right into things because it is about 90 degrees outside today. It is the last day, hopefully, of our month-long heat wave. So I had to turn the air conditioner off to film this, and it sounds like we're getting a thunderstorm soon. It's been thundering a little bit, so I want to get this done before the power possibly goes out. Not really sure what's going to happen. Hopefully it just kind of passes us by, but we had some really bad storms here last night. In my area, it didn't quite hit us, but like 10 minutes down the road, like trees down, hail, it was crazy. So I want to get into things before that possibly happens. So I'm going to start with some previous finishes. They are actually some previous releases of mine. So if you are new here, I have a Etsy shop where I post my cross-stitch designs, and my shop has been open for almost a year now. So in my next video, I'm going to have a special surprise for everybody for my 1-year anniversary. So keep an eye out for that. But these were releases that I had in November maybe of last year. They are Christmas releases and I thought it was very fitting because it is Christmas in July. I'm so excited for it. You'll see I've been stitching a lot of Christmas as well, but I just love Christmas so much. So anyway, so this is one of my previous releases. It is called The Stockings Were Hung, and you can see here, I'll go really slowly. It says, "And the stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there." This is one of my first patterns that I ever designed, and I was so proud of it. So this is in an old baking dish that I found at my grandma's house, and I added some fabric onto the back, and then I added 2 bows, and underneath the bow is a button there. And I'm just really proud of this one. So this is on my Etsy shop. It's called The Stockings Were Hung, and I love it so much. So you can check it out there. I'll have my shop linked down below if you're interested. And then my other release that I had for Christmas, it's thundering again, is a set of 6 ornaments. Let's see if I can show these all at once. On perforated paper. And these are all under one listing called Ornaments 1. I hope to do another set of these ornaments this year, hopefully. So these are all on perforated paper, and then they're all finished with felt on the back. So I'll show you them all individually. There's this one with snowflakes. There we go. Snowflakes. Then green and gold swirls. And then we got Christmas trees. And then we got the long ones with a Christmas tree. And this like sweatery pattern. And this stripey one. So cute. I love these so much. I designed these because I was really interested. I wanted to find some patterns that were shaped like ornaments, and like I have been picking from a whole bunch of different places to try to find some, and I couldn't really find what I wanted, so I was like, I'll just design my own. And so I love how they came out. Like I said, they're on perforated paper with some felt on the back, and then I just used a gold thread as the hanger, if you can see that. There you go. So yeah, I think they turned out really cute. If you want to check them out, they are in my Etsy shop, linked down below, like I said. Okay, so those are my previous finishes. And then I had 3 new releases since my last video. So right after I filmed, I believe. I think even in my last video I said that I needed to get this out before I left, and I did. I got it out like the day before I left, and so it's been, I almost forgot that I released this when I was getting everything ready. I was like, okay, yeah, that's it, right? And then I was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing something, and I was. So this is my monthly series all piled up. This is August Watermelon. I think it turned out so cute. So I was trying to decide which fabric I wanted to use for the backing, and it was either this one or a green one, and I decided this popped the watermelon the best, and I'm so proud of it. I think it's so cool. So there's the watermelon, and there's little seeds all over. And there you go. And I added a bow at the top, a double bow, and there's a button and a watermelon button, and these pop off. So every month I switch them out. Right now I have July up, which is ice cream. So I put this up just to show you guys. So yeah, this is a monthly series. It's called All Piled Up. It is also in my Etsy shop. And what else? I've done from January to August, and I'm stitching September right now, so which September will be out August 1st. It's always the month before that I release them, so I think it turned out so cute. Okay, and then this one I literally finished. I FFO'd it last night. In the middle of the power going out, I was like working on this, so I had to wait until the power came back on to get my glue gun going. But so this hasn't been released as the time of filming this, but once that you guys are seeing this, it'll be out. I'm hoping to get it out maybe tomorrow, which when you're watching this, I think it'll be today. So it should be out. It'll be out. I'll delay the video until this is posted. So this is out for you guys now, but it is called Sweet Watermelon. I will zoom in a little bit. It's a little ant taking the watermelon away from the picnic. And then I added some little ants on the side here, all up and down. They were buttons that came in a set, and then I used the same fabric as watermelon, August Watermelon. So they're kind of companion pieces a little bit, and I think it's so cute. And then I added 2 bows at the top with a little picnic basket button, so cute. And then this is just on a board. I'll show you the back. It's just on a little board that I got from Michael's. I think it turned out so cute. I'm so excited to display this. I think it'll work so well in my little display back here. I love it. So that'll be released by the time you see that. And then a couple days ago, 2 days ago maybe, I don't think it's been 2 full days, I released my free cube pattern, and I posted a video showing how to put this cube together. So I will link that also down below. So it's a tutorial on how to sew these cubes together, because I do a lot of these cubes. There's one there and one there, and then I even have a bigger one right there. So this is called Garden Friends. It's hard to see, but it does say friends there. It's just hard to see in this light. So it's called Garden Friends, and of course I had to put a ladybug and a worm and a bee and a butterfly, and these are all friends that help you in your garden, and I love it so much. I think it's so cute. I'm so proud of this one. So if you want to stitch this is a free pattern. It's listed on my blog. You can find that link down below. And it is so easy. If you watch my tutorial, it is so easy to sew together, I promise. It's stitched on one piece of fabric, so you just have to sew the sides up, and it is so easy, I promise. So check out my tutorial if you're interested, and you can find this pattern on my blog. I have a couple other freebie patterns on my blog. I don't have them out here because they were from 4th of July, but I put my 4th of July stuff away. But I do have some seasonal little patterns for if you want to stitch them. So that's my free pattern if you're interested. And those are all of my releases. And I do have one FFO. I've showed this before as an FO. I think it was, maybe it was a Mania piece. I think it was during Mania that I did it. So this is a free stamp from Kate Cross Stitcher. I might be able to link her down below, but she has a Facebook group that you have to find this in, and it's a little stamp. She has a whole bunch of freebie patterns if you're interested. I'll either link her down below or I'll just write her information down below. But it didn't come out so well. It does say summer here, and it's like a little stamp with the little marks in the corner. I think it's so cute. It's a little beach scene. And then all I did was just put it on some felt. That's usually how I finish my, that's usually how I finish my perforated paper patterns. So I'll just probably stick this in my little tray here somehow. But yeah, I wasn't really sure how to finish it or what I wanted to do with it, if I wanted to do anything else, but I just decided to keep it simple. And while I had my glue gun out, I decided to just pop it on some felt. So that's my FO, or FFO. I have no finishes otherwise. And so I just have some whips. So I went to New York, upstate New York for a week for 4th of July. And I said I was going to bring a whole bunch of cross stitch, and I was really hoping to get some stitching done and some reading done. And I did not get very much done at all. So I finished one book and I put a couple stitches in like 2 projects, and that was it. My hands were killing me. I picked a whole bunch of blueberries. They're wild blueberries. I'll try to talk about that more at the end if you're not interested. But my hands were killing me from picking all the blueberries. So I didn't get a lot of stitching done. I mostly just took some time to rest my hands and stuff. So I didn't get a lot of stitching done. So that's why I kind of delayed my video a week. Usually I would have come back last week. But I just needed some time to rest and get some more stuff to show. I really did not have anything at all to share. So that's why I'm a little bit late. But yeah, so I will start with my whips. So for my next releases, I told you I was working on September's all piled up, and I will show you a little sneaky peeky. And that's all I can share for now. I just started it this morning. I think I'd only designed it like the other day. I was getting a little bit late. I didn't realize how late in the month it was already. It's the 17th, so I really needed to get going on this. So I have to like get that out real quick. And then I was working on another project that I designed. If you watched my last video, I showed you a whole bunch of stuff that I bought to stitch this. I don't know when this one's going to be. I have to finish my September piece first, but I did do a little bit. That's all I have so far. It's not really that much left. There's a lot of confetti, so and my cat chewed on my pattern. Lovely. So those are just my designs. It's thundering. Okay, and so this is the other project that I brought to New York with me. It is the Enchanted Realm Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I have, the stitch along is over by now. It finished the end of June, I believe. So all parts are out. I'm very behind. I'm only on the 3rd part. So where am I? I'm up here. So the first part was these dragons. Second part was the mermaids. And then I kind of got burned out and just didn't want to stitch anymore. So I had, when I brought it up to New York, I only had the toadstools and the couple leaves. And so I think I had part of this fairy too. So while I was on vacation, I think I stitched the wings, and maybe that was it. Maybe the wings and the hair, I'm not sure. So when I came back home, I did finish her up, I think. Yeah, I finished her up, and now I'm working on this little leaf here. So I still have quite a ways to go. there's quite a lot going on up here still with the fairies, and then it's a big circle, and it goes into other parts. So all the parts are out. I know what's out now. I just have to get it done. It doesn't call to me that much. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I really gotta get it done. I just want to get it done. Okay. And then when I came home, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to get some of my mania whips done, because that is starting to stress me out. I have a lot of whips to work on. I have a whole entire basket. I put all of my whips pretty much that I'm working on in one bag, one big like tote bag kind of thing, and it sits right next to me on the couch, and it just stressing me out a little bit. So I really need to not start anything and just try to get some projects done. But then I really wanted to stitch summer when I came home, and then it just I didn't get to it. And then Christmas got to me. I was like, I'm not gonna stitch Christmas in July. I'm not gonna do it because I can't do that. I have to stitch in season. Like, that's the kind of person I am. I'm an in season stitcher. And I was scrolling on TikTok and came across some Christmas in July videos, and then I just kept watching them, and then I just got really into Christmas. So I had to pull out the Christmas whips. I had to do it. So this is what I worked on first. I was like, I loved this pattern years ago, and I bought it, and I had great plans of starting it. And then I was dyeing fabric for this project. I'll just show you what the pattern is. It's Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks. Absolutely love this pattern so much. It is so gorgeous. And I dyed the fabric, but I had 2 pieces of fabric that I was dyeing for 2 different projects. And I switched the fabrics because they're 2 different sizes, to like cut pieces, and I switched them. And so the fabric that I had for this one was dark. It was so dark, and I put the fabric in the bag, and I just put it away. I couldn't even look at it. But I didn't want to waste the fabric. It was like cut perfectly. Like, I don't give myself very big margins, and so like I didn't want to cut another piece of fabric. So I couldn't look at it for a while, and then I think I started stitching it this past Christmas. And then I just kind of gave up. So I really wanted to get this done. So I love this piece so much. I'm not religious, but like there's just something about this song that really gets to me. So I am stitching the church. When I started it, started stitching on it this past week, I was working on this window up here. So all of this was already done. I was just working on this window. So I didn't get too much done, just that top window. But that's progress. That's progress. I got a big part of the church done, so now I just have to do the roof. And then it's just a bunch of little stuff. That'll be quick, right? Please help me. I want to get this done so bad. I have the finishing piece. I think it was last Christmas. I was shopping with my mom at like Walmart or something. I think we were doing Christmas shopping, and I found the perfect finished piece for it, and I was like, I really have to get this done. So I really want to get this done, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to finish it this Christmas. See, my thing is, when it's Christmas time, I've been doing this for a couple years now. Side notes today. It is a lot of side notes. For Christmas, what I love doing for the past few years is kind of like an ornament palooza, and I was hoping to do it this year. I'm gonna like make a hashtag if anybody wants to join me. But what was it, last year I started, I think I started in October. That was a little bit too early. But I think like the year before and the year before that, maybe I started November 1st, Christmas stitching. That's it. That's the only thing I wanted to stitch, except for like maybe like a Thanksgiving piece here or there. It wasn't much. Last year I think I did a couple Thanksgiving pieces, but like November 1st, I am just Christmas. And my favorite thing to do is ornaments. I love doing ornaments. So I do this little challenge for myself where I kit up a whole ton of ornament projects. And then I lost my train of thought. The thunder is distracting me. And I see how many ornaments I can get done in the 2 months or whatever it is until like New Year's. So November 1st to New Year's Day, I only stitch ornaments pretty much. So I don't really want to stitch this in that time because I want to get ornaments done. So that'll be in the future if anybody wants to join me on that. And I'm hoping to do an ornament parade of all the projects that I've done. I have a whole box full of all of my ornaments. So this is, I really wanted to get this done like before Christmas, because when it's Christmas time, I'm going to be stitching small stuff because I really want to get a lot of finishes in. So that was a long story. That was a bit of a ramble and I apologize for that. But this is what I worked on this past week. And then I worked on 2 more projects, 2 more Christmas projects, of course. If you guys are interested in that ornament parade, please let me know because I am dying to do one. And I think I'm going to do it anyway. If nobody wants it, I'm still going to do it because I love going through them all. But I just have this tiny little Christmas tree. I'm rambling, I'm so sorry. But I have this tiny little Christmas tree that I put them on and it has been growing so much. So my next whip was Jolly Old St. Nicholas by West Point Designs. It is a set of, I think, 17 Santas and Mrs. Clauses. All different kinds of Santas. And I got this pattern actually in New York last year. It's an old pattern. I'm gonna guess maybe, yeah, 1981. These patterns are hand-drawn. So they're a little bit annoying because instead of like filling in a whole area with the symbol in each spot, they just left a huge blank spot and then just put like a big symbol for what goes in that area. And it took me forever to figure that out. And then once I did it, it's just like hard to wrap my brain around that. But anyway, a lot of rambling today. I am so sorry. I am working on this first Santa. I was thinking of going in order of the book of how they're listed, but they're not listed the same here because Skiing Santa is here and Skiing Santa is on the back. So they're not the same as this, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I might just end up picking which one I want to do next. I really want to do either this Santa, the nautical Santa, or the gardening Santa. I'm not sure, but I'm far from being able to do that. So I was working on traditional Santa, and that's all I've got so far. So when I picked it up this week, I had this bib done, that glove and that scruff, and then the pipe and the smoke, and then part of the buckle. The buckle is actually not cross-stitch thread. It is Coats and Clark metallic. It's just like a regular sewing thread. I used it on these. Oh, it's rolling away. I used it on these ornaments for the hanger piece, and I didn't have any more metallic floss. It was in like a bunch of different projects and I didn't want to take it out. So I just used this instead, and it was really thin. I wasn't really a fan of the coverage, but I just kept going with it anyway. So that's kind of what kept me from keeping on working on this project for a while. But I figured it out. I got it done, and so I finished the belt, and then I started doing some outlining, and then I did that glove. So this is part of his coat and his pants. But then it switches to a different color inside. So that's as far as I got. But it's starting to take shape. Like, these Santas are a lot bigger than I thought they would be, but he's really starting to take shape now. I can actually see what he's going to be looking like. So I'm excited to keep going on this. That was a lot of rambling. I guess I'm in a rambling mood today. I don't know. I don't really have anybody else to talk about all my stitching and my crafting stuff with. So that's why these videos are really nice. I can just keep going. And then my last whip is this project I was working on last Christmas. And so these are like, it's a 12 Days of Christmas by Dennis Originals. It was also, I didn't get I didn't finish telling you. The last pattern is from 1981. It's an older pattern. This one is also pretty old. They are also hand-drawn. And I got these last year in New York when we went up camping. It's a shop that's no longer there. The lady was an older lady and she was retiring and she was just selling everything. I don't know, I don't understand how her shop was working exactly, but I don't think she was selling all these patterns. I think she was selling like copies of the pattern or something. I'm not really sure because they all had labels on them saying like shop original or something like that. So I'm not really sure how she was doing that, but she sold her shop, I guess. I don't know. It's if you're going towards the Finger Lakes. I'm not sure what exit number it is, and I don't know what highway it is, but it is a Savona exit, the town of Savona. If you know anything about upstate New York, then you might know that area, but that's where the shop was. And so when I drove by this year, I was like prepared to see a different shop in that place. But the shop is still there. There's just a giant sign inside that says gone. But everything's still inside. I was so confused. But she closed in like September. I'm surprised she still has all her stuff there. I'm not sure if like she owns the building or what, but I don't know what happened there. But anyway, so this is a 12 Days of Christmas pattern, and it has all of them individual. It's not like all set, so like it's hard. I would show you, but it's like hard to see them all. So like you can stitch them like as ornaments like that, or as like a pole like that, or like individually or on the back. Like there's a whole bunch of them that are individual. So like it's hard to show you them all. So I was working on this last year, and I was way too optimistic in thinking that I would get these done all last year, because I was like, they're so small, they're this size. I thought I was gonna get them all done because they're like an ornament size. That's what I was thinking. But I did not. I only got to number 7. But I had 7 complete. So when I pulled it out, I worked on number 8, which is 8 Maids of Milking. So I don't have anything to show you. It's just the chart, and I looked on here and there's none of them where it's a larger version of it. So I don't have anything to show you for what it looks like, but it is a cow with a lady milking with like a couple birds around it, I think. So this is the spots on the cow. I didn't tell you anything about my fabric and my floss. I'm really bad at remembering that, but this project's on 28 count Monaco, I believe. So I'll show you the rest of them. I'm a little scatterbrained today, I guess. It's been 3 weeks since my last video, if you don't count my tutorial, and my brain is just gone. It's just gone. So this is a partridge in a pear tree. And then, let's see what we have here. 2 turtle doves. I pulled my own flosses for this. Most of these flosses don't even have a number. They're just leftovers from kits and stuff. So got nothing to share for that. 3 French hens. I love this one. They have a French flag. It's so cute. And then 4 collie birds. And I looked it up because I thought it was calling birds, but apparently collie birds is like the older version of saying it. I've never heard that before, but I thought that was pretty cool. 5 golden rings. So this is where all my metallic floss is. 6 geese a-laying. It's hard to see these a little bit. And 7 swans a-swimming. So cute. So I was thinking of doing something like the wreath here, because I make my own wreaths, and I was thinking of doing something like that, but I'm not quite sure yet. Things might change. I don't know. I have to see what I got. So maybe this will get done this year. I don't know, because like I said, I want to focus on ornaments, and I was really hoping I would get these done last year, and they didn't stitch as fast as I thought they would. Plus I had to do some model stitches, which I didn't have to do in years before, so I was a little bit disappointed with how much ornaments I got done last year. So I think I'm going to change things up for this year. So I don't know if these will get done this year or not. Hopefully, but who knows. So those are all of my whips. Let me just put this away. And let me get a drink. Okay. Haul. I do have haul, but I don't have any cross stitch haul. So, well, this is technically kind of cross stitch, I guess. So, my grandma, she was a bit of a hoarder, but like she was the best kind of hoarder, whereas like stuff that you actually need and actually want, she you know, she was pretty old. Her parents were in the Depression and stuff, so they kept a lot of that kind of stuff, so I guess it got passed on to her. But anyway, we finished cleaning out her house last year, so it's been a year, so I thought all the surprises were gone. Her house, somebody else is living in her house now, so like I thought we were done finding things, but we have a lot of the gypsy moths. I think they're called the spongy moths now, and so we wanted to get this bug zapper that my grandma had. So we had the bug zapper in the box in our garage, and we pulled it out, and I was looking through the box and I found a bag at the bottom of the box, and I was like, what is this? Is this like parts for the bug zapper? It was not. Very random. It was a cornucopia. Who would have guessed? The cornucopia had styrofoam shoved in here, glued to heck. Like there was glue everywhere in here, and then there was like fake flowers and fake leaves and stuff, I think, inside, like shoved in there, glued in there, shoved in a bag at the bottom of this box that was disintegrating, and this was stored in her basement. She had a very old farmhouse, so the basement wasn't even like it was like a dirt floor basement, stone walls, you know, so it doesn't smell the best. It smells like her basement. So I've been washing this. It's a little bit darker because it's still wet. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned out. I got all the glue out though. I got all the styrofoam out, and what I'm thinking is putting a cross stitch inside of this. So how cute would this look with a Thanksgiving round pattern in here? Would that not look so cute? I think that would be so cute. I told my mom, I was like, that's what I'm gonna do with it. And she's like, do what you want. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Wouldn't that look so cute with like a little Thanksgiving round? So the problem is I don't know any Thanksgiving. In general, I don't have a lot of Thanksgiving pieces. So I kind of don't really know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving stuff. So if you guys have any ideas for Thanksgiving pieces that could be stitched round or are stitched round that would look good in here, it's like maybe 6 inches in diameter maybe. So if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. I'm gonna have to look through 1 2 3 Stitch to see what I got. So that's for the future, but I thought that was so cute. So I had that, and then when I was on vacation in New York, I guess I'll talk about that now. So my family, my stepdad has property in upstate New York near Keuka Lake, near Hammondsport. If you know the area, then it's near Hammond. It's like 5-10 minutes from Hammondsport. And it's like kind of like a giant field with some trees. Like there's a little bit of forest and there's a lot of blueberries. I'm gonna add some pictures here if I can find some pictures. I think I took a couple. So there's like a lot of blueberry plants out there, and so every year I go and pick all the blueberries. But it's like a giant field, and then we have some friends and family that go up, and we camp in our trailer for about a week. We go for 4th of July, and sorry, I'm allergic to dust, and the cornucopia was very dusty. So we go up 4th of July, and then my family goes up for Memorial Day and Labor Day too, but I just go up for 4th of July usually. and we camp and we go swimming in the lake and we hang out and it's fun and we barbecue and all that kind of stuff. So my favorite thing to do when I go up there is picking blueberries. I love picking blueberries and I love picking berries. I love taking stuff from my garden, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that was right up my alley. And so I kept track of how many blueberries I picked. So I have this big bowl that has measurements on the side of how many cups are in the bowl. And I just take that out and I just go pick for a couple hours. And so I picked 52 cups of blueberries. A lot of blueberries. That's, I think it was like 3.5 gallon bags of blueberries. What I do is I wash them and then I put them in gallon bags and then I freeze them. I bring them home and I freeze them. And then throughout the year, then I use them in different recipes. Like yesterday, I made pound cake and then I made a blueberry sauce to go on top of it. And it was, and homemade ice cream. It was amazing. It was so good. So I also love to bake, if you don't know that. So I picked all those blueberries, and then the weather up there was a little weird. Like, we got up there Saturday, like the weekend before 4th of July, and it was cold. It rained as soon as we got there, of course. Like, it rained as we were unpacking. And then on Monday, it was freezing. Like, I had a t-shirt on, a sweatshirt, and a coat on, and pants, and like socks and boots. Like, it was cold up there. The wind really gets whipping and it was just so cold. And then compare it to like what it was at home. At home it was like 90 degrees and it's been 90 degrees ever since, so it's kind of like a whiplash almost. But it did get hot by the end of the week when we were up there. It was pretty good. It was nice and relaxing. We just hung out. I read my book. I stitched a tiny little bit. And I picked a lot of blueberries. So that's, we did go into town, into Hammondsport, which leads me to Hall. So there is this one little store in Hammondsport that's like a little gift shop kind of thing. It's so pretty. There's so many different things in there. We love, my mom and I love going shopping in there. So I found these little earrings. Let me see. Kind of can see that. They're little bees with like a little honeycomb with a little bead on top. I don't know why it's not focusing that well. But yeah, I picked those out. Those were really cute. I wore them just the other day already. I didn't put them on today so I could show you. But and then there's a couple of antique stores in town, and I've been collecting these pictures that were like from they were like from an old children's book, I think. This one did have a date on it, I thought. Yes, 1923. And so I got a couple of the, like throughout the years, I've been collecting these. And last year when I went, they didn't have any more, so I thought maybe they were all gone. But I found this one. So this is from the Gingerbread Boy. The Gingerbread Boy? I've never heard of this story. I mean, I've heard of like, kind of like it, but I've never actually read this story. So that one's so cute. I have 5 different ones on my wall that I'm looking at. And so like the one page is it's like a table of contents page. And so I don't have all the stories yet. So I'm hoping next year when I go, they'll have some more, but I think that's so cute. So I framed these and I put them on my wall. And then I have behind me, you can see I have a couple different pictures here. And this one is, I got this one last year, I think, and it's just a little creepy boy. I don't know why the creepy little boy called to me, but I needed him. And it says a night of labor. I don't know why, but I had to get that one. And so when I was looking this time, this little creepy boy called to me. I don't know why, but he's a little creepy. And it says a wee bit of love letter for you. So I'll be framing this and putting this on the wall behind me somewhere. I think I'm going to have to rearrange a little bit because it's like set up in a circle like that. So I'm not really sure, but I have a bunch of antique picture frames that I'm going to put this in. I don't know. He called to me, so I had to get them. So that is my haul. Like I said, I was on vacation for a week. when I came back. I just did not have the time or the energy to film another Flosstube, and I didn't have a lot of stuff, so I did wait a week, so it's been 3 weeks. Hopefully, let me check the calendar really quick. Okay, so I will be able to film in 2 weeks. Then after that, I'm going away for the weekend. So I think I'll be here. I think I'll be good. Plans, I think Christmas stitching maybe. See if any of my my mania whips are calling to me. I'm just such a in the moment stitcher, so like if something's calling to me in the moment, I have to pick it up. So I don't know, it's hard to do plans. I have so many plans and then I don't ever do them, so I don't want to like promise anything. Even to myself, I'm not going to promise anything. So yeah, just whatever's going to be calling to me. Hopefully Christmas. I'm thinking Christmas. That's kind of what's calling to me right now. The 3 projects that I showed you before. I think those are all my Christmas projects. I don't think I have any more. I don't think I do. So something like that. I think I've rambled enough. This is 40 minutes, is longer than my normal. So I will let you all go. Hopefully the storm passes. I have to go to the store after this. So, all right. I will see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.